Hi all, we are PTE for sure. We are providing complete training to successfully crack PTE Exam with your desired score. We will provide you tips and tricks to get 65 and 79 in PTE. After enrolling, our course's material would be provided online. For more information, kindly contact through WhatsApp or other details mentioned in the video.
Used materials are turned into new goods when we recycle, minimizing the need for natural resources. If discarded materials cannot be recycled, new items are created via mining and forestry to harvest fresh, raw resources from the earth. Recycling aids in the conservation of vital raw resources and the preservation of natural environments in the future.
A prolonged, long-term slowdown in economic activity in one or more economies is referred to as an economic depression. It is more severe than a recession, which is a temporary slowdown in economic activity that occurs within the course of a regular business cycle. Economic depressions are distinguished by their duration and exceptionally high unemployment rates.
Individuals and groups benefit from behavioral and social science research that helps anticipate, prevent, and treat illness. This research also aids patients in changing their habits, comprehending treatments, and learning how to stick to them. The role of society is also important. Access to healthcare influences decision-making and behavior.
The elephant is the biggest terrestrial animal on the planet. Its skeleton has evolved significantly from that of a typical mammal, for two primary reasons. One is to deal with the enormous weight of enormous grinding cheek teeth and lengthened tusk, which make the cranium particularly big. The other is to support such a massive body's immense size. Moods can influence how information is processed by altering whether judges rely on pre-existing, internal knowledge or focus on fresh, external information. Positive moods encourage top-down, holistic processing, whereas low moods encourage stimulus-driven, bottom-up processing.
Tidal energy, also known as tidal power, is a renewable energy source and a type of hydropower that uses the energy of the tides to create electricity. Despite the fact that it is not now extensively used due to high costs and limited availability, given the current rate of depletion of energy supplies, it can be referred to as the energy resource of the future.
Long cut off from Western Europe, Russia grew up without taking part in developments such as the Reformation, which many Russians who take pride in their culture consider to be of doubtful value. As a result, Russia is the most peculiar member of the European family, if it can even be called that. The issue is still up for discussion, particularly among Russians.
Green tea is brewed and given to a small number of guests in a tranquil atmosphere during a Japanese tea ceremony, which is influenced by Buddhism. The ritual might last up to 4 hours, and both the server and the visitor must make several ceremonial gestures.
Calcium is essential for the formation of plant tissues and allows plants to develop more quickly. It is in charge of maintaining the integrity of plant cell walls. It also plays a role in the activation of signals that coordinate specific cellular functions. Calcium also boosts the feed value of forage crops to animals and increases their resilience to external threats.
Vanilla's distinct aroma is second only to chocolate and appeal among the world's palates. After saffron, it's also the most costly spice. However, because of the plant's labor-intensive growing methods and temperamental life cycle and propagation, worldwide output is failing to keep up with rising demand.
As the Delta variant of the coronavirus spreads across the United States, businesses, universities, and cities such as New York and San Francisco have implemented vaccine mandates to increase vaccination rates. However, vaccine skepticism persists, and a cottage industry for phony inoculation cards has emerged to help people get around the rules.
Organs are made up of tissues that are clustered together in the body. The brain, heart, lungs, kidneys, and liver are among them. Each organ in the body has a distinct form and is made up of many types of tissue that operate together. The heart, for example, is mostly made up of a particular form of muscle tissue that contracts in a rhythmic pattern to supply the heart's pumping motion.
Because of historical reasons, the Southerners refused to acknowledge Lincoln as president. Southerners sought to safeguard their government rights and gain more independence from the North. They thought presidential elections were unjust. Furthermore, they believed that their own rights would be overlooked or restricted. All of this led to the secession of the Southern states and the start of the Civil War.
The virtues and downsides of globalization are still being debated. The increased danger of disease transmission is one of the drawbacks of globalization. Globalization has, of course, resulted in a lot of good. Richer countries can now help poorer countries in distress. Many countries' growing diversity has resulted in greater opportunities to learn about and enjoy various cultures.
they needed to build mutual politics in fields as diverse as agriculture, transportation, and when they were concerned with a far broader range of issues in order to accomplish the free movement of products and services, as well as work and capital, between the member nations.
If you like our video, kindly subscribe our channel and also press below bell icon. Thank you.